Today on the Harmonica Revolution, I'm going to show you 4 mindset shifts that will change your improvising forever. Let's go and get started with the video. How well you can improvise comes from some physical skills, like knowing how to play your scales, which if you want to learn them, check out my free scale cheat sheet down below in the description. But what's equally as important is how you think about the experience. Here are 4 mindset shifts that will make you a better improviser beyond the physical skills. Number 1, your playing does not have to be perfect. Improvising is like communicating in the language of music. When you're learning a language, do you make mistakes? Yeah. All the time. Just like communication as a whole, you only get better at it as you practice. And when you practice, try really hard to just be in the moment and not focus on your mistakes and inadequacies. Really think about learning a language, okay? When you're a kid and you're talking, you make all sorts of grammatical errors and you sound kind of silly, but you keep going, and then as an adult, you can speak very freely and eloquently. But even as an adult, you'll still say some stupid things that don't make a lot of sense, and that's just normal. We make mistakes. So when you're playing, just be in the moment, accept that mistakes are going to happen, and it's just all part of the process of learning how to improvise. Number 2, when you go to improvise, there are a lot of things going on. You're supposed to, in a way, follow the chord progression. You're probably also trying to play riffs. You're trying to use techniques. Maybe you're trying to come up with loops. There's a whole lot of stuff going on. So if you're finding that you are becoming overwhelmed, my main suggestion, and you can do this as both an exercise and in your real playing, is to apply some limitations. So here's one exercise to try. You can limit your playing to only a few notes, or maybe just a single octave on the harmonica. Sometimes just having too many choices gets in the way. And when you only focus on playing a few notes, maybe let's say 5 notes or just 1 octave, then you can focus more on your execution and your tone and your rhythms. It really opens up the doors to playing a lot better when you don't have to think. Number 3, instead of trying to play new phrases all of the time, I suggest you try to dig into one simple loop and then just build on it. This both makes your playing easier for you and more memorable for the people that are listening to you. The mindset shift here is that you don't need to be creating new ideas all the time. Instead, you can just jam as a way to dial in one specific idea that you loop over and over. It gives you the space to build upon your ideas, which makes your playing easier for you and more memorable for your audience. Let me show you what that sounds like. Number 4, you can also use improvising or playing over backing tracks as a way to practice your techniques or your scales. Not every jam needs to be this bold, creative exploration. It could just be a different form of practice. It still helps you with your improvising skills, but if you consider it a form of practice, I bet you're going to feel that you have less stress about the whole experience. For this, I'm going to give you 2 examples. The first one, I will be practicing my scales primarily, and the second time, I will practice my wah. Let's check out the demo. I hope this helps. Want to learn how you can use repetition while you improvise and also learn a song in the process? Then watch this video up here. I'll see you next time. Peace.